All right. Let's talk about goal setting and how you can use goal setting to really propel yourself to the next level. And I want to give you some goals that I think are really strong for home service businesses, contractors, some of the goals that will really make a difference. And this will just help you snowball. I think set big goals, not too far out of reach, but big enough to where you can get there, right? And they can get you excited about getting somewhere really meaningful for your business. And then at the very end, stay tuned till the end. I'm going to give you one of the best goals I think every home service business and contractor should be targeting. And this one goal makes the biggest difference that I've seen for basically any business out there. So I find that most business owners, especially newer or smaller business owners, they don't even set goals at all. And I think this is a really big problem because it means you end up just kind of focusing on the problems that are coming your way right now and not doing what's going to move you forward in the big picture. So with that, let me go through some different goal categories and some of the goals that I think would be really smart for you to set as a business owner. And yeah, then you can kind of take these and maybe change them for yourself. But I think this gives you a really good baseline so you can swing for the fences. So number one is Google Business Profile goals. I think this is one of the most important places to set goals because you're going to get so much value out of this over the long run. There's no better cost per lead than your Google Business Profile. So focusing on this is really important. So the first goal, number one best goal here for you to make, number one, as I always talk about, is reviews. I think you should set a goal to get to 200 reviews in 12 months. Now, some of you are going to have more business, some less. Some places you're doing less jobs. I get that. I'm in that kind of a business as well. So maybe you need to extend that time horizon, but set some kind of goal to get X amount of reviews over the next 12 months. And then you can break that back down. Maybe even set a 2-year or 5-year goal wherever you think you can hit that 200 reviews and reverse engineer that back. Second is just getting photos. I think this is a huge thing for service businesses. Getting photos from each job that you do, some kind of quality photo. If you're doing it yourself, great. If you can train your staff to do that, great. But getting regular photos from each job, that's huge. And then the third goal here is posting on your Google Business Profile 2-3 times every week, keeping that profile fresh, updated, keeping that trust with Google. You're building that trust, you're staying active. I think those are some really good Google Business Profile goals that are going to give you really big results over time. Okay, next we have visibility goals. So this is just like building your brand around your area. So I think number one is like pick 5 of the secondary cities around you. So whatever city your main business is in, maybe pick 5 of the surrounding cities and make a goal to build visibility in those areas. This can be things like doing a mailer, doing door hangers, which I'm a huge fan of, right? Ways for people to see your brand. If it's going to take you 3 to 5 times people seeing your brand before they're really going to remember it, then let's get that first one. Go get some door hangers out to those surrounding cities and start building that brand. It's not only going to help you get business, but it's going to help you get future business, and it's going to help build your Google Business Profile because people are going to be searching for your name because they know it. It's a big thing, right? So visibility around your city. Number 2, it's like daily social media involvement. Make a goal to spend 5 minutes every day going through Facebook groups or Nextdoor groups and just looking for people looking for a service and putting your name out there and giving them a reason. Talk about what you guys do, right? You can spend a few minutes every day. Not only is this a huge visibility boost for people looking for your service, but it can also turn into business. So that one is really, really helpful, and it doesn't take too much time. Next, we have like sponsor a local sports team for the year, get a billboard, run some Facebook or Nextdoor ads, right? That's another way to just get your name out there, get that brand visibility, that recognition out there. And you can set a goal to do something like that. Maybe set a budget goal, whatever it is, but get some visibility out there for your business. Okay. Next, lead response. This one is huge. I think this makes a massive difference for businesses, especially as you start to get bigger. If you can get these lead response systems in place and follow them, they're huge. So things like, we're going to respond to every person that sends a form on our website or sends us a text message or responds to us in any way other than calls. We're going to respond to them in under 60 seconds. We're going to have them on the phone, or we're going to call every lead within 60 seconds. We're going to answer every phone call, or make sure that every person who calls is getting a call back within 60 seconds, right? I think answer every phone call is a better way to approach that. And you can even do that. Like if you have multiple people who can answer the phone, you can set up your phone so that after the first person doesn't answer for a certain amount of time, it'll ring other people. So these are great ways to build out that and make a goal to answer every call. Getting a quote to your potential customers within 24 hours. We are going to get everyone a quote within 24 hours. That's a great goal and a great way. Sometimes just being the first person out there to give somebody an estimate is what wins. And then, tracking and calling unresponsive leads for 7 days. Let's say you set a goal every day, 3 times a day. We're going to call everybody who hasn't got an estimate yet. We're going to call them 3 times a day. We're going to spend 10 or 15 minutes every day, 3 times a day, calling these unresponsive leads. And we're going to do that, to say, every day, right? And this way you can really make sure you're calling everyone and giving them ample opportunity to set an estimate. People get busy, people miss calls, people get, finicky, and you just got to keep calling them. It's not going to offend people that you're trying to help them with their problem. So that's a great lead response. Those are huge. And like I said, the more you can do those as you grow, wow, those are huge. So, and then lastly, I have customer satisfaction goals, like 100% customer service. If somebody's unsatisfied, we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that they're satisfied within reason. Sometimes this costs you a little bit of money. Sometimes this costs you time, but you are going to have the goal of 100% satisfied. Everyone is going to be 100% satisfied. The next is raising average ticket. This is the best goal you can have, or one of the really best goals you can have, is just, we are going to raise our average ticket to this much. On average, customers will be spending this much. And you can do this with things like bundling, offer extra services for a discount maybe, or just, adding extra services every time you go to an estimate, giving somebody the offer of adding more services. Charging more. People do not charge enough for the most part. So just raising your prices generally. And then with that, adding a maintenance plan, adding some kind of monthly service that people can pay a monthly for. And maybe you go out every 6 months and you do something, or they get this benefit or they get this benefit. Adding some kind of monthly revenue is a great way to increase your average ticket and make more money, get more revenue in the door, and help people with their problems, help them avoid bigger problems. So that's just a great way that's a great goal to set, is to raising your average ticket per customer. Now, with that, I said I had the one best goal. This is the best goal. Now, this changes people. And that is the goal to sell your business for $1 million or more. I see this shift in people who that's their goal. I'm going to sell my business. It changes the way you think about your business. Because, well, let me walk through real quick. If you want to sell your business for $1 million, what does that mean? That means you as an owner probably need to be taking home around 250 to 300K a year in profit in order to hit that million. And now if you want to get to 2, I think you should be aiming for 2, 3, 5, right? You want to be able to retire after taxes. So that's a really strong goal. Now, why does that work so well? Well, because it changes the way you view your business. Now, instead of saying, oh, I spent $1,000 this month on ads and we only made 800 or 1,000, right? Or 1,200, this isn't worth it. Your goal changes because now instead of I'm trying to make a couple extra dollars today, you're saying, how do I optimize these marketing avenues so that they're profitable because somebody is making a profit on these? Somebody is making money off local service ads, off Google ads, off SEO. How do I figure out how to make that me? That's where it changes. Because now Facebook is an opportunity to make more revenue to sell your business at a higher dollar. Now, Google ads. These are all ways now that if you can figure them out, you make more money and the business makes more money and you sell your business for more money down the road. So I think that is one of the best goals you can have is a dollar amount that you want to sell your business for in 10 years and focusing on that goal and working towards it, working towards building revenue and building your margins, right? Where everything we've been talking to goes into average ticket, lead response, number of reviews, right? All that really solidifies when you have a target for selling your business. If you want to talk more about your business, josh@brightbeamseo.com, or you can visit brightbeamseo.com to learn more about what I do. I'd love to talk more about your business. Otherwise, we will talk to you tomorrow. See ya.